Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. So I am just shuffling up right now one of my new decks. So January readings are fixing to be lit. I'm going to be using the Kabbalah, the new Kabbalah, and Madhouse from Eugene, and then I got the Sacred Bee Tarot, and it's beautiful. I bought this deck like 2 months ago, and because of like the whole postal delay we have, I didn't get it until now. I totally forgot I even bought it, and I actually was thinking the other day. I'm like, wait a minute. I ordered another deck, and then sure enough, it came in before I could even really think. Like, wait a minute, did I not receive something I bought? I received it. So the deck is really beautiful. I'm really excited about this. So I'm excited to do February readings, but you guys on the Patreon, I debut all the decks for you guys first. So some of you guys say I have that deck. It's awesome. I love it. It's a bit big for my hands, but it's beautiful. But anyways, I was kind of reading up on it in the book or whatever, and all the geometric shapes and the Metatron. Like it's actually quite informative. Like you can learn quite a bit from these books. So I like to read them. That's why I like Eugene so much, because he gets really nerdy with it. Anyways, so we're gonna get into a spread. I'm gonna pull some cards, but I did have some downloads for you guys, and it's really surrounding trusting your instincts. Okay, I feel that you guys, if not now, in the near future, you guys have a lot of options and or opportunities, paths you can go. And I feel like some of you guys are looking at it, and because of what you're looking at, you're thinking, I want that. But if you actually go within based on how you feel, I don't know if you're going to really think that you want it. And let me give you an example. So I was juggling an option. Not juggling an option. I was considering an option that I really thought I wanted. And today, so I'm waiting for a reply, right? I submitted everything I need to, right? And I'm like all excited, or at least I thought I was. And it really wasn't excitement, it was a need. I wanted it, but I wasn't really actually excited about it. Anyways, today my mood was so bad. And it was because there was a part of me going, that option that you are waiting for or hoping for, you don't even want. And it actually had to do with the people I was engaging with. I was getting bad signs from these people from the jump, but I kept engaging them, and to the point where my internal dialogue is like, I don't like these fucking people. I don't give a fuck how nice this shit is. I don't like these people, and I do not want to proceed. I didn't listen to that part. I just kept saying, no, I want that. It looks like what I want. It's this, and it wasn't, right? I wasn't listening to my instincts, but it's fine, because the divine brought me to a point where it was like, okay, you're a piece of shit. Like, you're trying to play me, and I'm done with you, right? So anyways, I know I didn't go into detail about that, but it's because I'm not trying to share exactly what I'm doing yet. You guys know I will share it when I'm ready. Anyways, I'm a little bit aloof and mysterious that way. Anyways, moral of the story is I think you guys need to really trust your instincts, because it's almost like the energy of well, if you're excited and you're happy about that, why is your attitude like that? Why do you feel that way? Why don't you look excited? And it's because you're not. It's because there's something not sitting well with you. I'm also getting that energy not sitting well with you. I think there are signs. I think there are things about these options, these people, these opportunities. There are signs, and they're not sitting well with you, and some of you guys are avoiding them. And you need not, because I think some of you guys are afraid it will change your mind, and that you might actually have to go back to the drawing board, or back to plan A, or not plan A, but just you might feel like it's a step back. Now, it's funny, I finally pulled the plug on this and said, you know what, I don't want to actually have anything to do with this. You can go ahead with your shit, and I'm done with you. And immediately I got better opportunities. So there's a need to really ensure that you stay true to really trusting your instincts. Guys, all this work coming into union with your mind, body, and soul is so that you can be extra sensory. Like, your senses, your intuition is heightened, because you are now consciously aware of the parts of your mind, body, and soul that actually react to things positively and negatively, which are indicative of you being in the right path, this being good for you, or this not being good for you, even if on the outside it looks great, right? There could be unknown factors. So there could be things that you can't see and you can't hear, but that your intuition is going to give you very valuable information about behind the scenes. Because today, my energy was not good, and it was because it was telling me what was happening behind the scenes. There are people that are going to be trying to play you and try to get more money out of you, right? So I'm thinking I'm agreeing to something. Meanwhile, these people are plotting to actually try to get more out of me, which is then I just said, you can go fuck yourself now. I'm done with you, right? Like, so, but there was parts of me that were done long time ago. There was parts of me that were done at the beginning. Okay. So it's just a matter of really trusting yourself. Okay. And listening to parts of you, even though there's parts of you telling you things and you're like, well, I can't see that. And I can't I'm not hearing that and I'm not seeing that. And they're like, maybe you're not reading between the lines. Maybe you are not trusting your own instincts, or you might be taking something at face value. I'm hoping that this is making sense because it feels a little bit cryptic. But anyways, I just feel like a lot of you guys, if not already, you will be having a lot of opportunities, okay, or options. And this reading is, I think, about navigating this, but from this new conscious place, and really testing out these new gears that you have, right? So if you've come into union with your soul, you're trusting the information that your soul gives you about what's unseen, about other people's souls, your mind, okay? Your mind, coming into union with your mind is going to allow you to have telepathy. So it doesn't matter what people say, you can hear what they're fucking thinking, okay? Like straight up. Your body's going to react. So if you're going, oh, that sounds good and that looks good, and your stomach starts to churn and your hands start to sweat and your heart feels like it's sinking into your stomach, that's your body's way of reacting to you. Some of you might break out into full-blown hives and you're like, I'm happy, and your friends are like, are you sure? I'm not stressed, and you're like in hives. Like, it's your body is going to react. And for some of you, it's surrounding people. Some of you might be around people, and every time you chill with them, your stomach hurts, you get a headache. That's your body's way of reacting to the negative energy that pulsates off of somebody. Even if they're acting all sweet and nice, your body isn't reacting to them. And it's funny because even when I wasn't in union with my body, it was more so the part of me that wasn't in union with my mind that would tap into my body's reaction. Where there's certain men that I dated, and laying beside them was so uncomfortable. And it was like, why is it more comfortable laying beside him than it is beside him? Because it was an energy thing. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, and this could even just be friends. You're in a group of friends, and it's like, it's harder to identify who the person is that you don't really know. Some of you guys are like, no, I know exactly. Anyways, I don't know if any of this 8 minutes has made any sense. I'm just kind of shooting the shit with you guys. But let's pray and get into your spread and pull. This will be the first reading I've done with this deck, so let's see what we get. But let's pray first. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, our personal ascension, development. Really? Please communicate clearly with us the messages that are in our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you, so glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. You caught that? The divine wasn't playing. They're like, we're done with that. It's not you, it's we, and it's us. Like, I get it. I've connected with you guys in the past month more than I ever have. But of course, that was a reflection of me connecting with myself in a way that I haven't. in a really long time because I have been out of union with myself in many ways. So this month was a lot of union energy for me internally, right? So it's been nice to connect with you guys. I am feeling this new moon energy. Thank God that dark period was friggin' dark. So I'm excited for this new moon energy. New moon, new you. Wow, the lovers. Again, this is what I'm saying. So there's this energy of like making a decision, a choice, options, okay? And it's really about you tapping into your intuition because I feel like it's not face value. I'm also getting that some of you guys might make decisions and pick things and then change your mind and go into a different direction. It's almost like you need to pick that option in order to realize it isn't for you. And then it will get you more clear about the direction that you want to go in. Some of you guys actually were really hopeful about something and it didn't work out. And you guys are feeling a little bit down about that. Don't let that down energy get you to spiral. Let your higher self bring your energy vibration up instead of letting your shadow bring you down like the ball and chain that it is. Your higher self is very strong. It can lift that ball up. That's saying to your lower vibrational self, don't worry. That wasn't for us. This is for us. And allow yourself to keep going, keep seeking, keep engaging opportunities. Don't let disappointment shut you down. Don't let it close you off. Don't let it pull you back from your dreams, what it is you want, your visions for yourself. This could be even surrounding career. You could really want to get out of a career, like a job opportunity or even a career field, and you went and you applied to a job or something like that and it didn't work out. Don't let that get you to be complacent and say, oh, well, I guess I'm supposed to stay here. No, it just means that you need to be open to other options. Keep going and allow the universe, because I think you learned something very valuable. I think that some of you guys were applying for opportunities that might have been better, but they weren't the best case scenario. This is keeping your standards high. This is not sacrificing what it is that you want. So this is really aiming high, keeping your vision, honoring your manifestation, and not abandoning it in any way, because there's a part of you that goes, I know that manifestation is too good to be true anyway, so I might as well settle with this. No, this is where the divine is going to tear that down. The divine is going to teach you through options. So, but anyways, we've got the lovers. Let's see what else here. For some, I don't know why, it looks like almost they're fighting. Like, look at that chick's face. I know she doesn't look like she's getting her ass beat. I don't know why. Yeah. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, a fight. I'm seeing like a fight with two chicks. I feel, okay. Some of you, this is trusting your instincts that somebody isn't actually as cool with you as they might play to be. This could be a romantic partner, or this could be a friend, or this could even be a sibling. I do not like that chick's face. It's not in alignment with hers. Why aren't they both smiling? Why aren't they both sauntering around and like, why not? Why is she looking like that? And why is she looking like that? I feel like somebody isn't really clear. But that's part of the thing, collective. Whoever you are, they're not looking at this. She's not looking. If she looked, I feel like the divine is trying to get your attention, that somebody isn't actually as happy, pleased, willing, open. Because I think you're kind of just like hoping. But if you really looked into it, you'd realize it's not alignment. They're not actually in alignment in this picture. It's going to bother me every time I see this card. I'm going to be like, It looks off. It just looks off. One chick's smiling, and then the other chick looks not happy at all. And then it looks like the divine is trying to get the attention of this chick to say, hey, there's a problem here. Things aren't actually as peachy as you think. And then the Empress. Yeah, I'm getting a dynamic between sisters and a mother. I was feeling like they were siblings. But it could be you could have a karmic who's your sibling. This could be a same-sex relationship. It doesn't even really matter. I'm just getting that there is, I feel like with the Empress, it is siblings though. There's something not right here. This is somebody who's pretending. to be happy for you, pretending to be okay, pretending to still be on board. I just heard, I don't know, the 10 of Swords. It's a betrayal. I feel like I'm hearing spite. I want to move off of that. Okay. Because I feel like that's just some family karmic shit that some of you guys are going through. Some of you guys have multiple romantic options, because I was getting a lot of like options, paths, like you guys were indecisive or not sure. And I think that with regards to lovers, I feel like some of you guys aren't sure. Some of you guys are in a relationship and you met a connection, and it's really challenging whether or not you want to stay in the relationship you're in. The problem is, I think the partner that you're with thinks everything's okay. Meanwhile, you're like, you see how she's kind of looking to the side? She might be looking at somebody else. Some of you guys, I feel, for some of you that are in karmic relationships, you would know that. You might feel like you're in a good period because the dancing and the, the closeness, but if you really look carefully, somebody isn't actually fully present and there in the moment. Somebody's looking elsewhere. That's a strange one. The card's kind of creepy. It's just strange to me. Like if I was sitting down and I was watching these two, I'd be like, I'm also getting like somebody's trying to pretend for other people that something's okay in their relationship, and somebody is getting really close to not wanting to pretend anymore that everything's cool. Somebody might be interested in somebody else, but their partner thinks everything's okay with the relationship, and it's not. Somebody might actually be quite blindsided when they realize that their partner is engaged or attracted to somebody else. I feel like they really had no clue that their partner was looking at somebody else or interested in somebody else. 7 of Wands. Such a strange card. The Princess of Discs. This is the Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles. Oh, that card's gorgeous. Yeah, this is about an option. You guys don't know which job to take. You guys don't know if this is romantic. I feel like you're not really sure if you want to commit. Somebody might think, your partner might think that, for some of you, your partner is going to propose to you and they think they are almost sure you'll say yes, and I don't know if that's the case. Those of you in karmic relationships, some of you might end a karmic relationship by declining a proposal, one that you wanted all this time. You finally get it, and you're looking at it and you're like, that was what I was trying to say. It was like, you're looking at it like, here's the ring. And it's what you always wanted, but if you listen to your body, your stomach's churning, you're sweating, you're not happy. People are like, are you happy? And you're like, yeah. And it's like, are you sure though? Some of you guys might really end a karmic relationship by declining the proposal that you wanted this whole time. It's almost like, I didn't want it like this, or I don't know. I just feel like you realize it wasn't even about the proposal. Some of you guys were like, I don't even know what I was trying to force here. Princess of Cups. Wow. The 5 of Cups. Princess of Cups this is a gorgeous card. I love this deck. Minus that really creepy dynamic in the lovers. It just doesn't look like a lot of love here. It looks like somebody's in love, and then somebody's like not pleased, and they're looking at the camera going, help me. I'm about to drop this bitch. Like, it's like... Thank God for the new moon. I feel so much better. Anyway. Yeah, the 5 of coins. The 5 of cups. And then the 2 of wands. Again, this is about this path. You guys have decisions with regards to a path. And some of you guys are not trusting your intuition. and you're kind of just going through the motions, going through, it's like, that's just going to reach a tower moment. Some of you guys actually regret something you did accept. Like if you don't trust your instincts, you'll regret it after the fact. Because the Princess of Discs, the Princess of Coins, that's the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. These are options. It's also underneath the Lovers, so that could be a decision between what will bring you the most money or what will bring you the most happiness. What's more valuable to you, material or emotional stability, connectivity? I don't know. There's something here with the Lovers and the Page of Discs. Some of you might literally have an option between two people. And you're looking at them as one offers me this kind of stability and the other one offers me this kind of stability. Or I relate to somebody in this way, but this person I relate to in this way. Some of you might decide that neither of these are your options because you want to relate to somebody in both of these ways. You're trying to manifest both these aspects of somebody or these partners in one person. So this is where the devil will get you fucked up and make you think, well, you have to pick between A and B. And the divine's going, well, what about C, D, and E? This is honoring the fact that neither of these complete you. Not complete you, but neither of these reflect the full picture, the full scope. Some of you guys might be declining, option A and B because you're seeking an option C. 5C. 2W, 2 weeks. Dominion, the King of Discs, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be with regards to employment. Some of you guys are juggling whether or not you want to take an opportunity to make a lot of money or if you're going to take a bet on your passions, what you love, and it bringing you the money that it is you seek. So this is making decisions in career that are not made from a poverty conscious place, where you sacrifice what it is that you love just for money. And trust that what it is you love will unlock and bring you money. I like this King of Discs card. It's cool. Some granddaddy vibes. All right, let's see what else. Not my granddaddy, but somebody's granddaddy. The Wheel and Effort, the 3 of Discs. Some of you guys are deciding where's best to put your efforts, who to invest in. You don't know. Seems like a lot of like ambiguous, like up in the air. This is worry now. Somebody's worried that their efforts, somebody's disappointed that they didn't put in effort into something, and then they're worried that now that they're able to put in the effort, it won't matter. Somebody's worried that Queen of Discs, yeah. This is about a relationship. This message here with this pair, because I was feeling that, and with the Lovers. So this is about the King and Queen of Pentacles. And somebody's worried that their opportunity, they've missed an opportunity. It's something to do with this dynamic. Some of you, if this is the workplace, you're afraid. So if this partnership is between you and your employer, you might be afraid. I'm getting that some of you might be afraid that you haven't put in the efforts required, and you might lose an opportunity to succession or keep your job. Some of you guys are afraid that the efforts you'll put in now are not going to be enough to change your employer's mind about something that occurred or something that happened. You need to trust your efforts. You put an effort into something, I don't give a fuck. You put all of you and your efforts into something, and if it doesn't get you what you want, that's not your problem. Don't blame you. You can't do that. You need to then look at where are my efforts best put. Because if you're not yielding what you want where you're at with your efforts, the problem isn't your efforts. It's where you're at and what you're trying to invest in. So that means you just need to redirect, realign yourself. Right? Not beat yourself up and say I ain't worth shit. Because I am getting a little bit of that, like, cheers. Don't worry, man. Nobody drinks my apple juice but me. It's apple cider. The Chariot. It was funny. I get dreams on horses and shit. So I get the crazy dreams where I'm running from people and I'm terrified and I'm hiding and I'm ducking and dodging. And then I get dreams where I'm like literally flying on a horse in fields in the forest and shit, camping out with my horse. Like, I feel like that's some past life shit. And then the Hangman, a different perspective. It's going to take a different perspective to get victory. That's what I mean. I feel like there's a bit of this stubborn energy. Like you think you know how. Yeah, this is the new moon vibes. It's going to take me a while for me to like process what I'm getting in my brain. I was a real yawn finally. Oh, I love the new moon. It used to be the full moon. The full moon, it just felt, I don't know, I just loved the way it looked in the sky, how it made me feel. It was like bright in darkness. I love that. Being able to see, so I'd go down to the lake and stuff because I don't like going down there in the night alone, but I would in the full moon because it's lighter, right? It brights up. But now it's the new moon. Anyway. I don't know what that says. It's like the writing is. The Eight of Cups. Renounce. Saturn in Pisces, a withdrawal from the situation and moving away from old patterns to a higher realm, a difficult climb, self-pity, transitioning into courage, leaving something behind for the better. This is what I'm saying. I feel like you guys aren't trusting your instincts. One, that there is better, but two, that what you want isn't where you're at. Or an opportunity that you're engaging is not what you want. Even for some of you that are getting a proposal, some of you guys are crying and it's not because you're happy, it's because of how unhappy you are, even though you finally got what you quote unquote wanted. There's this energy of really, I feel like there's some misalignment here. Like I was misaligned with an opportunity and a fucking option that I was engaging. And I projected it being a waste of time on that person, but it wasn't. It was on me. I fucking knew from the jump, from when I seen these assholes and went to check this place out. I knew right away, like, I'm like, this isn't a good vibe. But I liked what I saw. And I'm like, well, fuck you. I like this. It wasn't, but I had to take the whole picture for what it was. Until, sure enough, a couple days later, it's like, oh, I fucking knew you were a scammer. Like, you know what I mean? And I knew you were an extorter. Like, and you can go fuck yourself. It was those kind of vibes, right? But my intuition had been told me that. And all day I was hoping for something that I didn't even want. That wasn't the best case scenario. And then instead I just said, no, thank you. And the minute I said no, thank you, and pulled back my application, I connected with way better options and I have way better options coming to me, right? So don't settle and be really clear about, I'm going to pull from the romance because I'm getting that very soon card. Like clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. The Hierophant, your morals, your beliefs, what it is you really want. Apathy, 4C. This is like this. I'm going to read that one for the book. Hello. This little sexy white boy. Anyways, I'm also getting a family dynamic here. I'm getting two sisters, I'm getting a brother, and we got the Empress, and there was the mom. There's some kind of karmic shit going on with the family here. It seems really complicated. My head feels bust just trying to tap into the energies. Now I'm seeing somebody laughing and they're like, do yourself a favor and don't like I don't have like I mean I've got my dad's got like fucking 11 kids. So I've his DNA. I've got brothers and sisters sprinkled all over the fucking GTA. But like I didn't grow up with like a family dynamic like this. I grew up like with a single mom as a single child, like duking it out at babysitters and daycares and shit. Like okay, but we're gonna read the Four of Cups. Apathy, Moon in Cancer. Self-absorption, boredom with what you have can represent taking a good thing for granted, not accepting what is offered, distraction, and withdrawal. That's what I'm saying. This not accepting what is offered. You're not accepting that you don't like it, you don't want it, that it's not in alignment with you, that it's actually sacrificing what it is that you're really trying to manifest. It's not the best case scenario. I am also getting this, for those of you that are feeling like this self-pity energy, transmuting it, how to go from feelings into self-pity and going to that courage. Remember we read that in one of these? It's really about gratitude. So if something didn't work out for you, be grateful, because that means it wasn't for you and the divine helped you. They didn't let you go forward. That's why I believe like every job, every place you live, every relationship, it's karmic and it was meant to bring you a lesson, or else the divine is going to shut it down. They're like, it's a waste of time. No, no, no. And that's where you'll experience pure fucking, you'll be like, nothing works out for me. And it's the divine's going, yeah, because you're going to engage in this and then beg us to get you out of it. And the only time they will actually allow us is when God says so, because God says this is karma and they need to go. So let them go. And the divine's going, oh my God, we're going to have to get them out. Yes, that's what our guardian angels are for. Getting us out of what wasn't for us, that God allowed us to do karmically, to learn the very valuable lessons of what is for us, what we want, our destined and fated past, not relinquishing, not abandoning ourselves, our visions, our manifestations. You get what I mean? I don't know. I feel like this whole reading was like King of Swords. What? That card is fucking sick. That was so striking. Card is so striking. I had a dream last night and I saw an owl in the dream. The Magician. Wow. That's the cube of Metatron. I'll actually read that to you guys. I was reading this. Metatron's cube. Metatron's cube contains every shape that exists in the universe, and they are building blocks of all physical matter. Universal light expands infinitely through Metatron's cube via one or more of the elements of creation. Fire, water, air, earth coming together through spirit, the fifth element. The sequence of shape is known to be the map of creation. I feel like you guys are being protected and you don't know it. So this is that energy of being like, oh, shit this didn't work out for me. Why didn't this work out for me? And you don't even know that it's Metatron protecting you. It's that protective energy that's saying it isn't for you and you don't need to go in that direction. Now, if you push it, that means you need to learn a karmic lesson. But if you listen to your intuitions, then you go to the divine and say, Daps, thank you for the heads up. And thank you for realigning me, and I'm going to move forward. It's your resistance that requires you to go through these painful karmic lessons, even in relationships, right? This is somebody who was pushing for a commitment and a marriage from a relationship that wasn't a reflection of what they truly wanted. So they pushed. The divine was trying to show them with every argument, every misalignment, all the money lost, everything, that this isn't going to work out. They tried to realign you, but instead you pushed. Well, that means you need to learn a really painful karmic lesson then. It doesn't have to be painful, but it probably will be. It usually is with regards to love, sex, and relationships if you don't heed the word. Anyways, I feel like this whole reading was a little bit like, if it doesn't make sense, guys, move on. Some of you guys are like, just keep going. Because that's me projecting. Like, some of you guys, it makes total sense. Some of you guys are like, I just hear you. Like, it makes sense to me. So then it's for you. I heard don't get defensive. I'm hearing a lot. I'm in this really King of Swords energy, this telepathy. It's also because of getting sober. So I'm literally, but the problem is I'm not really trusting it yet. But I'm literally looking at people and I'm hearing what the fuck they're really saying to me, or what they really think. It's about me trusting it though. And I'm not trusting it yet. I'm still going, no, it can't be. And then like, it's like, no, that's exact.